Let me get the camera straight. And there she blows. I think we good with that today. All right, we got some sturdiness up in there this morning. How everybody doing this morning? It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Let me check this audio. Excuse me, I'm touching the mic. I know. Okay, there we go. We got that audio up. I hear you back there. How everybody doing? Let's pray for Mark Dorfman as well as Rebecca Lanyan Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Jay Wood, I'll Paint. Who else we got up in the building? We also have Batty Lynn. Let's pray for Liberty and Justice as well as Casey and everybody who's not here this morning. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Got to keep our time ready because one thing that never stops, time. What's this? How the song go? Time won't give me time, and time may let us feel like they got something real. And we got something real over here. Let's get into the show. Hope everybody's good. Yes, we prayed for everybody. Hope everybody's here. Amen. Fix that audio over there. Let's get that audio up. Okay, I hear you in the back because we have to have that going. Can't play a video without the audio. Woosah. Y'all ready? We made it another day. Smile for no reason at all. Why you got that suit on? Because I feel like it. Because God woke me up this morning. Y'all ready? I am. Come on now, watch. Let's go. I'm ready to go. And they're ready to go. It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. Woosah. What we got to do, y'all? We have to wind it up, skip to the other side, wind it up, hit that light too, yeah, wind it up, wind it up. It's time to go. Don't play, don't play. You did it yesterday. Come on, need a little bit more energy? How about this? Oh, you okay? Okay. Olay. Almost choked. Oh my God, can't choke on a laugh, Bugatti. We got to open up those pores first. Got to finish the show. Hope everybody else is good up in here. I guess we got a little bit of heat in the building today. Fingertips ain't as cold as they was yesterday, so okay, it's all good. I ain't worried about it. I hope everybody else got the cold fingertips, knowing how to wake up in the morning and everything, because, you know, that's how we got to do it around here sometimes. So, no, we can't play the video. Let's go. Let's get it crunk up on the floor. We got to end this dancery. We got y'all open, now y'all floating. So you gotta dance for we don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Woo, I'm already tight. Dum, 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 dum. Come on, everybody, get on down. And because you know we about to get it crunk. Bugatti is up in the spot tonight, and I'ma make you feel alright. Come on, baby, best party with me. Let loose and let your body free. Leave your situations at the door, so when you step inside, jump on the floor. Let's get it crunk up on that fun up on the, in this dancery. We got y'all. But now y'all floating, so we got to dance for. Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. We boom, 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 boom. Oh my God, no, I'm not gonna do the long high steps, and I'm not gonna do the we don't need no. I ain't doing all that. You know what I'm gonna do though? Pump that beat. It's Wednesday, November 12th. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Y'all know y'all can't front on no Mary J. Blige. How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. I'm trying to do the intro and catch my breath at the same time. Talk about multitasking, right? I think I should be okay right now. Let me get a little bit of this fan. Yes, but guess what? I'm just happy to be here another day. Because yes, like I always tell you guys, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Jeffrey Spilker, Mark Dorfman, Isha, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Kenya Walker, Sky, Liberty and Justice, Jeffrey Spilker, every single person that's in here, Camille and Luigi, everybody else. It's your boy. It's time to get busy. Y'all know what I'm going to say, right? Woo! First, I'm going to say, let me catch my breath. Secondly, I'm going to say, I hope you guys slept well last night. Please do me a favor. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Let me know what time it is, because I love to make sure that we get content from where you guys are. This way, we have a good conversation in that chat. Welcome to the world's YouTube's #1 chat as well. Give yourselves a round of applause and a salute. That's right. I could not do it without you. There's no me without you. And I mean that about the chat. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because guess what? Don't want to waste any time. I got a lot to get into. Today, we got a really good show. I promise you. You know how I always say you got to let somebody know when the show is going to be good? It's going to be good, and it gets better towards the end. So I don't want to waste any time just in case people got to leave early. I'm going to try to give you as much as the show as you can take. For everybody that can be here till the end, let's do it. Everybody that got to get to work, let's get busy. It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and guess what? Yeah, I got 5 on it. Stacking 5 videos at a time. I'm gonna do it the right way. Stack 5 videos at a time. Let's try to stay on topic and stay on point. This way we have a healthy conversation in the chat. And then let's get into these titles. It's time to get to work, y'all. Without any further ado, what do I have here on the topics this morning? On the thumbnail, we have Trump. Now that the government is open, will they release the Epstein files? Good question. Everybody wants to know, because guess what? There's only one more person that has to be sworn in, and she promised, that's right, that she's going to go ahead and make sure that we get the Epstein files, you guys. What do you guys have to say about that in the chat? I got more to take care of on this thumbnail, so let's keep on moving forward. Because also we have Tyler Robinson spotted weeks before the incident with Charlie Kirk. He was spotted way before. Hey, they didn't put it here in the thumbnail for me, so I'm going to fix it. Tyler Robinson was spotted weeks before the incident of what he did with Charlie Kirk with a trans individual, and they were kissing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, but I guess we got the video here, and it's going to prove itself. Last but not least, we've also got the scandals never end. Reports of Prince Andrew with, can I say that word? Prostitutes? Oh my God, the scandals never end. Reports of Prince Andrew with prostitutes in the royal palace. Oh boy, yeah, told you guys it was gonna be a big one today. Let's get into it. I'm not even gonna waste any time. Let's go and get into this first clip that we have this morning, where basically Trump is telling us about the positioning where we're at right now, as well as what he feels about his relationship right now with what's that, Xi Jinping. Let's go. Let's get it going, you guys. Good morning. Let's go. Let's get it.
Sir, what lessons do you think the Democrats should learn from this shutdown saga?
Good morning, everybody.
The country loses a lot of money when they do this, and they're not getting much, but nobody gets a lot. But it's terrible. What they really wanted was $1.5 trillion for people that came in illegally, people that came in through and out of prisons. You know, we had like Venezuela, they dumped their prisons.
They said that was all exaggerated by
you. Yeah, I know it's exaggerated. They wanted $1.5 trillion for health care from people that were, in some cases, 11,888 exactly murderers, many of whom murdered more than one person. So they came into our country, they poured into our country, and they want to take care, and we're trying to get them out because we don't want 11,000 murderers in our country. You don't want it. Nobody wants it. And we have drug dealers and we have everything else, and they want to make sure they get good health care. That's not what our country's about. And it would have hurt other people's health care.
On Obamacare, you raised several times during this shutdown debate that it's clear that this was never going to work without these massive subsidies. Now they wanted to continue the COVID subsidies. So given the fact that Obamacare really can't survive as they thought without these subsidies, what next?
Well, I watched Obama from when this thing came about. As you know, I opposed it very strongly. Unfortunately, we had a couple of negative votes, which should never have happened. But I said it's going to be a disaster, and I was exactly right. The premiums have gone up like rocket ships, and I'm not just talking about recently. I'm talking about for years they've been going up. And he said premiums will go down, everything will be wonderful. It's horrible health insurance at a very high price. And what I want, and probably what you're alluding to, is the fact that I want, instead of going to the insurance companies, I want the money to go into an account for people where the people buy their own health insurance. It's so good. The insurance will be better. It'll cost less. Everybody's going to be happy. They're going to feel like entrepreneurs. They're actually able to go out and negotiate their own health insurance. And they can use it only for that reason. That's the beauty, only for that purpose. And if we did that, that would be so exciting. Call it Trump care, call it whatever you want to call it, but anything but Obamacare. Obamacare is a disaster, just like he was as a president.
How do Republicans avoid this shutdown saga from reoccurring on January 30th when this deal ends?
Well, we're trying to put in a bill, as you know, the bill or a bill, that you can never do that again. You can't just shut down the government because you're trying to renegotiate a deal that you didn't. Don't forget, when we passed a great big beautiful bill, which gives you tremendous middle income tax benefits and it gives so much to everybody. Think of it, no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, and no tax, very importantly, on overtime. If you work overtime, you don't have to pay tax. So many other things. It gives you a deduction if you buy a car, you borrow money, you put a loan on a car.
All right, we got to keep going. Appreciate that. We heard that a few times, President, but you already know about us. We only take 2 minutes, and we gave you much more. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Double tap the screen if you appreciate the content, but I got more work to get into. Get you guys some more content over here. What we got coming up? I want to make sure, yes, what's her name? Governor Maura Healey provides updates on SNAP and much more. Let's keep on going forward because she's going off right here. Check this out.
Thank you.
I like to play both sides, just so you know, so everyone can get their fair speech out. Let's go.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm joined by Audrey Gustire, Executive Director of the Massachusetts Health Connector, and Tina Ulu of the Cambridge Economic Opportunity Committee, who serves as a navigator, helping members and applicants to the Health Connector. I thought it would be important to provide you with an update on two issues. One, what's happening with SNAP, and two, what's happening with the major spike in healthcare premiums that people in Massachusetts and around this country are facing. First, I want to talk about the news that we received last night from the Senate that there was a vote to reopen the government, because this is all connected. As you hear today, we have people in Massachusetts set to see their healthcare premiums go up by as much as $25,000 in a single year. And that's because Donald Trump and the Republicans have refused to extend these tax credits, these tax subsidies that were available to people getting those benefits, and those are set to expire the end of this year. The deal last night does nothing to address those costs. And so we have a situation right now where the government was shut down for 40 days. As you know, people weren't getting their SNAP benefits. We had people who were forced to go hungry. We had people who were laid off. We had planes that wouldn't fly. And now we have a situation where nothing has been done to prevent people's healthcare costs from skyrocketing. It's total dysfunction down in Washington, D.C., and we need the president and Republicans in Congress to come back to work and make sure that there is a vote to extend those healthcare subsidies for at least another year. In the meantime, I want to make sure that people in Massachusetts know what is happening First, an update on SNAP. As a reminder, President Trump made an unprecedented decision to not fund SNAP benefits during a federal shutdown. He's the only president in history to basically decide to starve Americans and not fund SNAP during a federal shutdown. That put over 1.1 million people in Massachusetts at risk. We took the Trump administration to court and we won. I'm grateful to Attorney General Campbell for her team's work on that. On Friday, after the court victory, I directed our team to fully apply for SNAP benefits to make sure that they were paid to everyone who was eligible to receive those benefits. As of this morning, I'm happy to report that those SNAP benefits have been fully funded.
All right, you guys, that's why I wanted to get to that part so that you guys know, oh, wait a minute.
My message to every SNAP recipient out there is this. Forget the noise that you're hearing from Donald Trump. Forget the noise about further appeals to the Supreme Court. I want you to know, because of the actions that we took, your SNAP benefits have been restored to your cards. Go out and buy the food that you need to feed your family.
Got people out there like, your SNAP benefits are $285, and they're like this, woo, put your clothes on. Yeah, I know the video. Stop playing with me. I just had to do it. Let's keep on going, you guys. You know, we had to add a little bit of flavor and spice to the morning. What else are we getting into right here? Because I got to bring you guys over to the BBC News. You heard about what happened with the BBC, right? A lot of people, the bosses, they quit in disgrace after a series of scandals have broken. Oh, my God. Let's get into it with the BBC. See, I told you, we play all news from everywhere. How we know what's going on with the BBC if we don't watch it? And we're getting a report from Sky News right now.
Now, I want to go to more now on the scandal at the BBC. Their Director General and news boss have both been forced to resign over political bias, with the network's Panorama program editing the US President Donald Trump's January the 6th speech back in 2021 to suggest he was encouraging the violence that followed. Have a look at the BBC edit and then, of course, the uncut version.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
Yeah, as I showed you earlier, our ABC made a very similar edit, editing out that stuff about going down there to cheer on senators and congress people. They went on to where he said he wanted to show strength and be strong. The BBC went further down and said he was going down there to fight.
That was a good splice right there. I didn't even see the splice. And I know how to do all types of artwork. I couldn't even tell the difference. Wow.
Two very senior people have paid with their jobs. Let me bring in News Corp European correspondent and, of course, Sky News contributor Sophie Ellsworth. She's outside the BBC's headquarters, focus of so much controversy for so long, but with the Director General going and the news boss, Sophie, it's going to be a massive shake-up, isn't it? Things just might change.
Just might change.
Well, Chris, the BBC is in crisis today. As we know, the two top bosses resigned last night in disgrace. And now there is a massive spotlight on the BBC yet again because they've been accused of institutional bias for a series of reports, including that report you clearly outlined in your editorial about the Trump documentary that was on their Panorama program.
I'm surprised he didn't sue them. He sued everybody else. I'm surprised he didn't go after them for what, $121 million or something like that. That was a crazy edit right there, you guys. Y'all appreciate the content that y'all seeing this morning at 6 o'clock on the #1 channel on YouTube with the #1 live chat. Go ahead and double tap that screen and get those likes up. I don't try to hit your pockets because I know it's hot out here for a pimp. But what I really need you guys to do, let's try to get those likes up to get more people over here to see what we got going on, because we got to get over to Washington with Monsieur Chuck Schumer, where he faces a big revolt after the shutdown and no deal's been made. Uh-oh, somebody got to take it. You know how they always say when something happens, someone has to take the fall. I might jump an open drawbridge, swing Tarzan from a vine, But I'm the unknown stunt man that made. I know some old stuff. I'm telling you, my grandmother had me watching TV since I was damn near 3 years old. I'm telling you guys, that was the Fall Guy of. I don't know whoever know what I'm talking about, but that was literally I don't know how that popped up in my head. The intro from the Fall Guy. Let's get on over here and talk about what Mr. Schumer is about to deal with, because he's going to be the fall guy in this situation. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
And you have to wonder what the Democrats are so mad about. They caused the problem in the first place. But the Democrats inside the party, they are blasting these 8 Senate moderates who voted to reopen the government. They did so without getting anything particular or specific in return, and that is bad news for leader Chuck Schumer.
Yeah, they are circling in the House. So Schumer's bid to extend the health care subsidies falling flat on his face, and
somebody
a growing
gotta
number of
take the hit.
Democrats are calling for his ouster. President Trump, sitting down with Laura last night on the Ingram angle, addressed it this way.
So knives are out, it looks like, for Chuck Schumer. Ro Khanna's already calling for him to be replaced. What message do you have for Schumer tonight?
Well, he just went too far. He thought he could break the Republicans, and the Republicans broke him. We have good policy, they have bad policy. And there's something, I don't know if it's Trump derangement or they just crazed. They're like crazed lunatics, but you know, we have just great policy.
So Aisha Hasni leading our coverage from the Hill. Let's begin there. Aisha, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you both. So the House Speaker, Mike Johnson, has called the House to return. This sets us up for a Wednesday vote to finally reopen the government. But as you know, the margins are extremely slim right now in the House Republican majority. There are always going to be conservatives who don't like voting for a CR. In fact, House Speaker Mike Johnson has historically been known to vote against a CR, so we might see some folks who put up a fight over that. But this time, President Trump backs this deal, and the House Freedom Caucus is also playing ball. There is hope that the conference is on board, minus maybe a Thomas Massey. The Speaker can only lose 2 of his own members if all Democrats vote no, and right now, you guys, the Democrats are whipping a no vote. Do expect, though, a few moderates on their side to support this deal as well. The real drama isn't the vote, it's the Democratic divide. Last night, the same 7 Senate Democrats and 1 independent that helped Republicans break the filibuster Sunday helped them pass a funding bill. Several Democrats calling for Chuck Schumer to step down now after weeks of shutdown pain. They got really no firm guarantees on the Obamacare subsidy situation. They'll get a vote on the extension in December, but Speaker Johnson will not commit to giving it a vote if it actually gets through the Senate.
Yeah,
so you're not committing to bringing up a bill that deals with the Obamacare subsidies before they expire?
I'm not committing to it or not committing to it. What I'm saying is that we do a deliberative process. That's the way this always works, and we have to have time to do that, and we will in a bipartisan fashion.
Okay, so we'll see if it affects negotiations there. Listen to this. Axios is reporting that Chuck Schumer asked those moderates to hold out until November 1st when open enrollment began before reopening the government. So their reporting is suggesting that these moderates really wanted to reopen the government. They were very queasy about all of this, but they basically deferred to Schumer, and that is why it has lasted this long, until they couldn't take it anymore.
Ooh, so they basically listened to him and they held the line till November 1st, and he didn't get them anything that they wanted. Oh yeah, Chuck, you're fucked. Let's get up out of here, y'all, and keep on moving forward. We got to get on over to France. Anybody parlez-vous français? Yeah, because we do news from everywhere. We have to go over there and tell you about what's going on with the president. Remember Pepe Le Pew, y'all? Let's keep on going. We got to get on over here to the former French president, Nicolas Sarkozy. He's been released from prison on judicial supervision after doing 3 weeks. A hard 3 weeks. We seen him going down the hill with his wife like last month, walking down there like he's about to do a whole bunch of jail time, waving at everybody like he's a, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, he did 3 weeks, y'all. Check this out. Let's go. It must be some real hard time in there. 3 weeks is all he got.
Back overseas now, Nicolas Sarkozy has arrived back home after being released from prison on judicial supervision. The former French president was just 3 weeks into a 5-year prison term over a scheme to finance his 2007 election campaign with funds from Libya. Siobhan Robbins reports.
That would have been one of us.
It was around 3 weeks ago that Nicolas Sarkozy started a 5-year prison sentence after being convicted on conspiracy of trying to raise funds from the Libyan dictator General Gaddafi for his 2007 campaign. Now, he always denied that, but judges decided that because of the severity of the conviction that he should start a prison sentence immediately, and so he was sent to the notorious Lasante jail where he was kept in isolation. We understand that 2 police officers were sent in to basically act as bodyguards for him because of the threat to him, and that the conditions in that jail meant that he was in his cell alone, that he would exercise alone as well. But it's quite an unusual step in France to send someone to prison while they're waiting to appeal. And so immediately, as soon as he started that sentence, his lawyers appealed. And today, he appeared via video link to a court in Paris to make his case as to why he should be released, essentially kind of on a bail situation while he waited for his appeal hearing. And in that, he told the court that the conditions in the prison were very harsh, that it was exhausting, and he promised to stick to any conditions that they set.
That's why they call it prison. It's not supposed to be the Club Med Vacation. The attitude for no, it's not supposed to be Carnival Cruise. Well, I can't even say Carnival because they be going to fisticuffs on Carnival, boy.
To allow him to be released while he waited for his next.
Yeah, they be having it going down on those Carnival cruises. They be like, yo, Bugatti, how come you never get on the cruise? Whatever like that. I'm good, man. If I can't get off of that thing when I want to, I'm straight. No cruises for me. Let's keep on moving forward to Mike Johnson, who updates the release of the Epstein files once the shutdown ended. Remember, you guys, they promised to go ahead and sign and get us these Epstein files once the government reopened, right? So we on that right now. We're talking about it. You guys been wanting to talk about it. That's right. Let's get it going. Double tap the screen, get those likes up, get more people to know, because we're talking about the files now. Let's get it.
When are you going to swear in Congresswoman-elect Adelita Grijalva of Arizona, who was elected way back in September?
Yeah, just as I promised, as soon as we get back to legislative session. So, I mean, before we have this vote that we're talking about, she'll be administered the oath. That's
After
what we
the
always
House
say.
gavel's in, but before the vote.
Right, yeah, sure, as soon as we get started, yeah.
And then she has said that she is going to be the 218th vote to force the discharge petition to release the Epstein files, et cetera, et cetera.
She has the right. I mean, that's immaterial to us. It's now a moot point, by the way. The Oversight Committee has been delving in deeply to the Epstein investigation, and they've released 43,000 pages of the Epstein files, more to come. Subpoenas are being complied with. By the way, the latest batch was the Epstein estate files that is not even considered in the discharge petition, was never mentioned. But that was a treasure trove of information, and they released his personal logs, his flight logs, his financial records, and even his daily calendar. So there's plenty of oversight. All of that information is going to be released to the public. The only thing they're redacting, Jake, is the names of the innocent victims,
Sure.
and we insisted upon that, and everybody of common sense understands why that is.
Of course, the survivors. Speaker Mike Johnson, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time.
Okay, you guys, we might be having an open government and getting the Epstein files. What do you guys think? Man, them redactions is going to be so thick, it's going to look like a graffiti artist wrote on the paper. It's going to be the paper, it's going to be the paper going to be this big, and it's going to be about this much that you can see. It's going to look like a flag. One clear area, everything else redacted, looking like strips, like stripes from a flag. We're not going to get to see what we need to see. We want to see it all. We want to see the private logs from the Epstein island. I want to see what they got out of that safe at the island, because I know they had a lot of pictures in there. Let's keep on moving forward over to Los Angeles, where an Epstein survivor talks about the news that Prince Andrew lost his titles. Yes, they never thought that someone like that of royalty would be able to be taken down. So many survivors are pretty, surprised right now and appreciative of Virginia Roberts Dufresne.
Well, first, thank you for having me. I think it was incredibly hopeful for survivors, and it's a glimmer of hope that we haven't seen in a really long time, if ever. I think the only other time we've seen it is when Ghislaine was put behind bars. And it's really just a living tribute to Virginia, and I definitely think that it's a moment about justice, right? While we're so happy that it's happened, I think we still need to look at the justice piece of this and make sure that justice is being served. But I do think that there's been a tiny little piece of it now, that we've seen justice for many young girls and women who have been trafficked and abused by Andrew. I think we all feel so incredible.
Many young girls who have been, did you hear, you got to pay attention to the words now. This is somebody that probably know this guy. She's been Epstein survivor.
Incredibly proud of Virginia And just what a great way to honor her voice and what a force she was. She was the reason I came forward, and I know the reason why so many others have as well. And so she just walked such a fearless path, and I wish that she were alive to see this day.
I think now that Virginia is no longer alive, a lot of people feel like the strength to step up, and they feel like they owe it to her. Not owe it to her, but they're getting more strength to tell their stories. I'll give you some more time. What you got? You got some more?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
And I think a great question, and I think one that many of us ask all the time. I think first, government needs to be open for these things to be able to move forward. I feel a little bit like, the names have been in the files, they are in the files, and government has this information, right? And so I feel a lot of the time that survivors are being asked to come forward with all of this, and I just am feeling like, they just need to do their jobs and find the names and just be able to just be as transparent as possible. I think that accountability is such an incredible word, and I teach dance. I teach dancers all the time, young kids. I have a son of my own, and it's like we are basically just asking for the same things that we would ask from our children or from anybody that we teach. We're not asking for much. We're just asking for you to be held accountable for actions. That's it.
All right, y'all. I had to let her get her speech out and say what she had to say, hopefully, because you know how you guys be like, why you stopped it? Why you didn't let her? So I let everybody finish today. We got to keep on moving forward to the United Kingdom. And do me a favor, if you guys appreciate the exclusive content that you're getting this morning at 6 o'clock on Wednesday, do your boy a favor, double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Also, hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. Become a member. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what's coming up this Saturday, right? We're going to be out there at Time to Wine. Myself and DJ Don Dada. That's right, you guys. Come on out to the tasting as well as the talent show. See if you can make $250. That's how much you might be able to make. Let's keep on going, y'all. We got to stay on that side of the pond because, yes, now we got to get a little bit more in depth to United Kingdom former Prince Andrew, who's now Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. He could face jail time in this amongst these new allegations. I think he's going to stay across pond because that's probably the best thing for him.
Joining us now is skynews.com.au columnist Louise Roberts. Louise, it's great to see you again.
Great to see you as always, Gabriella.
Now, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly known as Prince Andrew, is reportedly under investigation by British authorities and could face jail time. Historian...
So now he's under investigation by British authority. His royal name has been stripped. Companies like, get over there. You got the whack juice on you. He out there assed out by himself. Woo! Talk about people in glass houses that shouldn't throw stones. Go ahead, man. Just get the rest of this story.
Andrew Lowney made claims suggesting that Andrew engaged in misconduct both financially and within the royal household. And he says that since Andrew's been removed from power, there's been more and more information being revealed with former palace staff no longer afraid to actually speak out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I think the information from Andrew Lowney is absolutely damning, and it just shows that it's complete open season on the man who used to be known as Prince Andrew. If household staff who were previously told to keep quiet are now feeling emboldened to actually spill the beans.
Household staff that used to be told to be quiet are now emboldened to tell. Oh, man.
And I was interested to see when he talks about misconduct within the household, what he's referring to is an allegation that Andrew brought prostitutes into the palace and his mother knew about it.
Your boy had it popping in the palace. He was up in there like doom, 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 doom. And my mama know all about it. No, I ain't gonna laugh. I can't do that. Because I don't know who he was having a party with. Could have been, so I ain't gonna do that.
and turned a blind eye, and staff were told not to say anything, and in particular Royal Protection Officers were told if they complained or flagged it, they'd be moved to a less glamorous post somewhere away from the royal household. So I think the feeling is that also the financial impropriety, that's what they'll probably go for. Charges relating to perhaps possible misuse of funds to do with the Royal Lodge, or also I think what will come into focus is his role as a trade envoy when he was in the UK. He went to Libya and he went to other countries as well where there were sort of questionable regimes, and he built quite deep relationships with them. So it'll be interesting to see what they go for and if they actually do lay any charges.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be another embarrassing week for Andrew this week, with UK Parliament holding a debate examining Andrew's connections to Jeffrey Epstein and his financial arrangements at Royal Lodge. And this is really the first time that MPs can directly scrutinise the former royal, and officials have confirmed because Andrew no longer enjoys this protection role.
Yeah, the royal armor has been stripped. No more armor for Andrew, Prince. Woo, y'all, it's going down. It's going down across pond. Think we got a little bit more? Buckingham Palace, as the scandals never, or the bombshell of the oots. Oh yeah, I don't even want to say those words. Let's keep on going, y'all. We got a lot on this morning, huh? I guess we stacked the deck on this one. Let's go.
But I want to go back to the royal scandals now, Sophie, and these revelations that the former Prince Andrew used to have prostitutes coming to Buckingham Palace, and as that's not scandalous enough, the suggestion is the Queen would have known about this and done nothing about it.
Whoa.
Yes, these reports have emerged here in the UK. Chris, it's never a dull moment here with Prince Andrew, or formerly Prince Andrew, now Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. And now there's these allegations that he had prostitutes in at Buckingham Palace and that his late mother did know about it.
So that's the staff right there. That's everybody that used to be scared to come out and talk about Andrew. Now they like, you son of a, I'm telling everything. You know what he used to do? Hold on a minute. Y'all got this camera rolling? Let me tell you what he did when he woke up in the morning. The motherfucker used to go in the bathroom, squeeze the toothpaste from the wrong side. That's how much stuff they telling. They telling everything. If you ever did anything wrong to anybody, talk to them bad. Andrew seemed like that person that'd be like looking down his nose to people, like, you know, being hard on his people and stuff like that. So they definitely said that too. So we might get a whole lot more out of just the staff people over there. Keep on.
And these reports emerged from the author of the new book entitled Andrew Lowney, a British author and historian who I spoke to in detail a couple of weeks here in the UK. I spoke to him, Chris. But the scandals surrounding Andrew just never end. And the leaking around Andrew and his former wife, Sarah Ferguson, continues. We know that he's moving out of the Royal Lodge. But he is very much on the outside now of the royal family. He will not be seen in public for a very long time. He's gone into exile, really, and we know that he'll be moving to Sandringham possibly in the new year. So the bad headlines just continue for him. And sadly for the royal family, they cannot shake this, Chris.
They put him down in the dungeon. You know how what's the name of that movie when they had Leonardo DiCaprio with the metal mask on his head and they made him stay in the dungeon? That's Andrew now. They gonna put him in the dungeon with the mask on his head. It's a wrap. Man, listen, exile. Get out of here. Go sit down somewhere for about 20 if you make it. Texas, Ghislaine Maxwell, co-conspiracy of Jeffrey Epstein, asked for a pardon. Has the nerve to be asking for a pardon after all of the stuff that she's involved with. Does anybody know that allegedly, and I hate to even say the word because we definitely already know, the only way that Andrew Mountbatten met any one of these people is through this lady right here, Ghislaine Maxwell. That was the link. Yeah, she was the link that brought Epstein to meet the prince, all that. Let's keep on going, y'all. Now we got to get into how she's being treated and what she's asking for.
Of the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein is seeking a pardon from President Trump, according to a whistleblower who spoke to House Democrats. Ghislaine Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence. A House Judiciary Committee ranking member is calling on President Trump to reject her request. A Trump administration spokesperson says the White House, quote, does not comment. on potential clemency requests. Maxwell's commutation efforts come amid a spate of recent pardons and commutations that Trump has issued, including for former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani and former Representative George Santos.
Yeah, but it's not just that easy as that with the crimes that they did compared to what Ghislaine Maxwell did. She did more horrific crimes. I'll tell you one thing. How about this? How about they go ahead and let her out? I bet you she better go into exile and have the connects that the royal prince have, because she got over 1,000 people that they said that they victimized. And some of those people, they probably want some payback. I know you bitch niggas from way back, payback. They probably want some payback. So yeah, go ahead and release her. Probably doing her even worse by letting her out with a pardon. How about that one? Yeah. Let's get on over to this situation right here. I want to make sure that we understand that it's very graphic. I want to make sure that everybody understands that there should not be any children watching what we're about to watch right now. Because this is a very graphic moment where suicide bomb or boom boom triggers cars to boom boom. He walked by the car and he went up and the cars next to him went up. I can't say the words and there's no audio, but you guys pay attention to the man that's walking by this truck and see how close he came to self-destruction. Check this out right here, y'all. I want you guys to see this clip. Why I can't open this screen up over here to make it bigger? Let's go. There you go. And like you see right here, warning, no audio. Squeeze them in, check this out. Squeeze the screen in or something. This is crazy. Now, pay attention. Top left corner of the screen right there with that vehicle right here. This vehicle right here that's by the lettering on the left-hand side or right here. Anyone on the left-hand side. So now, they said the attacker detonated it outside and 12 people lost their lives and injured 27 people. All because he couldn't get inside, the police wouldn't let him get in. So the police wouldn't let him in this event. So he went outside next to a police car. That one up there took it out on them. Now when you see this man walk by, he targeted the police vehicle after failing to enter the court grounds. Here we go. Here it comes. Sometimes just to make a statement, that's what they do. I can't say the words, I can't say those words because that's definite spinning wheel right there. But double tap the screen if you guys appreciate the content. It also gets more people over here to see what's going on. As you see, we cover the entire world, not just one location. Look right there, who said that? Organ One said, wow, right? That was a big, yeah, crazy. That was in, where did they just say that was at? Hold on a minute, I'm sorry, you guys. That was in India somewhere. Yeah, it was in India. Wow, let's go, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Iran. I got to get it right for you guys, but that's crazy. I apologize for not having a location. It didn't say it in the description. Let's keep on going over to San Francisco, where this train operator courts riders and told them to relax. Check this out. I understand that you may be tired, and I want you guys, please don't leave, not one person. Not one person, I'm asking you, please don't leave, because you ain't gonna believe this video. If you saw that one and thought it was crazy, how about a train conductor falling asleep while the train is going down the rails? How about she falls asleep? I'm talking about nodding back, or in the train just gaining momentum. Yup, check this out. San Francisco, train operator. And she had the nerve to tell the riders, calm down, gain yourself. Talking about, and she feel like Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Please double tap the screen to see this one here. I want more people to see this one right here. San Francisco train operator caught sleeping. She tells terrified riders, "We didn't crash, relax." She said, "We didn't crash, relax." Open up those screens. I want you guys to pay attention to this lady right up in here. You could be looking at the tracks over here with the speed, and you could be looking at the riders that's just right here that's just hanging out. Right now, they only going 10 miles per hour. All right? All right. You guys see where everybody at? You see the other seat in the cockpit of another car? You guys know what's going on here. Make sure that you can see this. You ain't gonna believe this stunt tonight. She need her ass whooped. Let's go. San Francisco train operator caught sleeping tells terrified riders, "We didn't crash, relax." That's what she said. That's what she said. You gonna already see that she tired when she start rocking. Now you ain't supposed to be sitting back. You getting too comfortable. Now she out, and you can't tell because she got them damn eyelashes on. It look like she got some horse flies on her eyes. Now the train is warning her because it's over speeding. She can't hear it because she's asleep with people on the train. Yeah, San Francisco. Now watch this. All of a sudden, oh, she remembers she at work. I don't never do shit at work. I don't never do shit at work. Yeah. Sleep. I'm talking about knocked out, train speeding like a mug. Hey, passing stations, all that. Look, look. Got another warning with the beep. She's out, knocked out. Now people banging on the door. People banging on the glass now, look. Now she swung to the right, swung to the left because she's going too fast.
I'm sorry. Relax. I'm fine. We didn't crash. Relax.
Relax. Get your ass out here. Everybody. Whoop, whoop, whoop that. Okay, I know y'all always be like, oh, why you always want to whoop somebody but Bugatti? You got to stop being so bad. Yeah, okay. Yeah, lawsuit, something. They probably wouldn't have got no lawsuit because it was just fear. So she would have had to feel it some kind of way. Had the nerve to turn around and say to them, relax, nothing happened. Relax. That's what you was doing. That's why we almost all lost our lives on the train, you stupid. Lord have mercy. Let me see what y'all got to say about, yes, what the fuck, relax. Look at Sky. I hate that it had to be a sister. Where Nick Cage at when we need him? There's currently 4 separate judges who have the Epstein files here. She has to be fired. Yes, that's right. Bugatti facts. DEI hire. I said that yesterday. Nah, that's traumatized. That's right. You relax, lady, but at home in your bed and come to work rested. Right. Exactly. I mean, everybody should have just, as soon as you open that door, no, don't even talk, bitch, get out here. Just grab her big ass off her feet. 4 people pick her up, boom, and just whoop that trick. I don't care. Whoop her till you're tired, till you're like this. Now you take your turn. When I catch my breath, I'm gonna whip her ass too. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, I'm talking about like that. Till you lose your breath, take your belt off, do the windmill ass whooping. Not even playing with y'all right now. Good shout out to my boy Sam Champion for the $1 super chat. Sam Champion, the biggest tip in the building right now, y'all. Give Sam Champion some love for that buck. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Take that belt off and hit her with the windmill. have her down like, Man, listen, call me what you want. Call me what you want. She need her ass whooped. Let's keep on moving forward. I told you we had a crazy show this morning. Y'all thought it was over. Nope. I'm sorry to tell y'all, it gets a little crazier right here too. I want you to see this situation right here. I don't even believe this man's still alive. I hope the words don't get me for saying that one word, but anybody that get hit by a car and get ran over and get ran over again and get ran over again. I don't know if you ever seen Creepshow. There was this one man that said, "Thanks for the ride, lady." He kept on everywhere that this lady went. She riding her car, and I'm talking about every time she pull into a gas station, she pull into somewhere on the road, this man would just be there. "How you doing?" She'd be like, "How the hell do you keep following me?" And this man, every time she'd do something to him, she done hit him with the car, all types of stuff. And then at the end of it, he get up like all looking all bad. He get at the end of the scene and he like, "Thanks for the ride, lady." And he looked twisted. If you guys know what I'm talking about, that is called, it's one of the Creepshow scenes. And this is what this scene here remind me of. Because this dude didn't get hit once. He didn't get hit twice. He got hit 3 times and he's still alive. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Where we going over to talk about this? We going over to LA, Orange County. Let's go.
Orange County community correspondent Troy Campbell, and right now we're standing at Belco Drive and Silver Star Road. They say that's because that's where, back in September, the victim was walking across the street here when the suspect hit them, but then ran over their head several times.
I mean, that's
ran over the fool head.
Kind of crazy. I wouldn't think at first that something like this can happen, but it does happen at the end of the day. So, to me, that's kind of crazy.
People I met in the area had a lot to say about the arrest of 18-year-old Jarrell Jones, charged with attempted murder. Investigators say back on September 16th, just before midnight, a witness spotted Jones' vehicle stopped at Silver Star at the red light. Then it suddenly struck a man walking in the middle of the roadway, who was possibly asking for money.
He may have startled the individual, and that's what I think I say about people that's panhandling out here in the streets.
Investigators, however, say after running down the man, Jones threw it in reverse, running over the man's head, drove over him again, reversed a second time, then sped off.
To go forward, back up, and go forward again, that's a little bit absurd.
Detectives say they used surveillance video from traffic cameras in the area to identify Jones' vehicle. He went before a judge on Tuesday, and the judge was outraged.
Yeah, this one was egregious.
Investigators say a day after the crash, a passenger who was in the car Googled the phrase, "ways to get away with a hit and run." Detectives say that passenger also deleted messages on his phone around the time of the crash. When asked why he did it, the passenger says Jones told him he thought the victim, quote, had something.
Violence is not the answer, you know what I'm saying? Violence is not the answer.
You already took him out. If he had something, the first time you knocked him off his ass. Talking about he thought he had something. Man, listen, do your boy a favor. I told you we got it locked and loaded this morning. Double tap that screen, get those likes up. I really would appreciate it.
Sir, and for him running over that person at multiple times, let's see if he can serve his justice.
The Orange County Sheriff's Office says when Jones was taken into custody, he told them he never encountered anyone in the roadway.
Sir, because of the charge, you're not entitled to a bond. Your attorneys I'm going to appoint the public defender to assist you in this case. Your attorneys will be filing a bond motion, and that will be heard in front of the judge on your case, okay?
And according to the investigative warrant, the victim did survive the incident. And jail records show Jones is being held without bond.
Oh yeah, we just heard that. I know one thing, he need to cut all that foolishness up out his head because his hairline looking twisted. I got the nerve to be talking, but his shit look crazy. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. And this is going to be a serious 3-stack. It's 3 stories right here that we got to get out, and they're not good. We got to tell it because it's some serious stuff. We got this 4-year-old that been rushed to the hospital with pow-pow wounds to the chest. The mom left the weapon under the couch cushion. This is in Orlando, you guys. We want to pray. We're going to pray for three situations right now. Don't go nowhere. If you watch this one, don't go nowhere.
Tonight, 2 parents are in jail after Orange County deputies say they left a gun out that led to their 4-year-old twin boys being shot. We broke the story on Wesh.com and Western News at noon. It happened Saturday at the family's home on Calais Circle. That's just north of Lake Underhill Road in East Orange County. That's where West 2's Spencer Tracy is live. Spencer, you just got an update on how the boys are doing.
Yeah, we learned in court today that one of those twins was shot in the chest and is now undergoing surgery. Neighbors are calling this a preventable tragedy. Are your grandsons doing okay? A grandmother filled with worry and heartbreak as she waits for updates on her 2 4-year-old grandsons in the hospital.
My heart goes out to everybody there.
Orange County deputies say on Saturday afternoon the twins were found bleeding inside their home after their mother left a loaded gun under a couch cushion.
That's unfortunate, right? Whoever owned the gun should have been more responsible for the gun, right? And put it up out of the way of kids, right?
According to investigators, 39-year-old Kashara Goodrum told them she'd been drinking a lot the night before and forgot to put the gun away. The next day, she went out to buy groceries, and when she came home, she heard a loud pop. Deputies say the twins were rushed to the hospital.
There should not have been a firearm in that location at all, to which ended up with a 4-year-old getting shot in the chest and having to go through surgery.
Goodrum and the children's father, 40-year-old Maurice Bright Jr., were arrested. Bright, who is a convicted felon, faced a judge on Monday, and he is charged with possession of a firearm.
Additionally, Mr. Bright's last conviction was also possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. That was from March of 2024. He's been, I believe, at least 2 prior convictions for this.
Talk about sins of the father. Look at this fool here.
Firearm by convicted felon. So it does seem to be a trend.
Neighbors say this tragedy serves as a warning about the responsibility that comes with owning a gun.
This is another reason why I always tell you guys to double tap the screen. You think I want money or something out of it. No, I want some people to understand and see why they need to be preventing about certain stories like this. And when you hit the like button, YouTube sends up a notification and they send more people over here. Don't believe me? Hit the like button and watch them in the comments. It's going to say, what's going on over here? And that's what's going on over here. And that's what we want to do. Double tap the screen. Do your boy a favor. Hit them likes. Also, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and do so. Become a member. Hit that notification bell down there too.
That should have never happened. That should have been locked up at all times.
Now, both of their parents remain in the Orange County Jail. The judge also ordered them to have no contact with each other and eventually to live in separate homes. We also know DCF will be investigating this.
They literally broke them up. Like, y'all gonna have to get up when y'all do get out. If y'all do, y'all not gonna be able to be with each other, and y'all gotta move away from each other. Straight up and down, broke up their relationship for real. Y'all better not get back together and let them find out. We're going to keep on following up with this story to see how the baby does if we can, because sometimes they try to keep that information under wraps. Again, you guys, do your boy a favor, because the more people that see information like this, they learn more. We call it getting fat on our brains over here. Let's keep on going now, because I told you we're going to pray for that person, for the boy, after this, because we got another one to get into. Because we got this other Florida mom, and it never seems to fail with content. All the time. She's been arrested, and deputies say her son ingested F with the M, and he lost his life. And they found feathers and eggshells after the autopsy inside of the baby's stomach. I don't know why. It seems like maybe the baby was hungry. He was just eating up anything that was on the floor. Because when you guys see the rest of this story, you're not going to believe it.
Now, 4:30 is South Florida mother facing a number of disturbing charges in connection to the death of her 9-month-old daughter.
And police say the baby died after ingesting lethal amounts of cocaine and meth. A local 10's crime specialist, Bridget Matter, is live. She's in Southwest Miami-Dade with some disturbing details for us. Bridget?
Christy Louie, this is really disturbing and sad. Not only did the medical examiner find cocaine and meth in this 9-month-old baby's system, they also found feathers and eggshells in the baby's stomach. Officers also said in the report that this home where they found this child was not fit for children to be living. They found trash and food all over the floor. An officer even had to stop one of the other children inside from drinking baby oil when they responded to the house. We do want to show you a mugshot of the mother. Her name is Natalia Munez Paulino. According to investigators, her 9-month-old baby died after ingesting drugs. According to police, she told investigators she and the baby fell asleep When she woke up, the 9-month-old was dead, but she kept changing her story, telling DCF the baby drowned in a bathtub, telling the child's father the baby choked. This happened back in July of last year. The 26-year-old woman was recently arrested. According to reports, police were trying to find her for some time. The child's father also told investigators she admitted in the past to him she used drugs, and he did see drugs in the home, but he was not there at the time of the baby's death. I did speak to a neighbor off camera. He said that he did see this woman pregnant at one point, but he never saw the baby after that. And she is facing a second-degree murder charge as well as aggravated child abuse. For now, we're live in Southwest Miami-Dade. Bridget Matter, Local 10 News.
Yeah. It wasn't 3 stories, guys. It was 2. I'm glad it was only 2. I'm not happy that it was 1 at all, but we have to pray for both of those babies as well as the family members and everyone affected by both of these tragic events. Please, Lord, take care of the children and look over them, because that's exactly what we need. Amen. Because the parents ain't doing it. That's crazy right there. The parents, they ain't doing it. I got to take us to calmer times right now. We're going to get on over to Japan or something like that and watch. Let's watch the Jetpack Man. Let's watch the Jetpack Man. If anybody ever thought about flying with a jetpack, check this out. Just in case you ever thought about putting a jetpack on and looking like Iron Man, it's about to happen, y'all, because they're already doing it. We got this company out here that's got a jetpack from China's Zhejiang University. It brings Iron Man dreams to life. Check this out. Tony Stark sees the bill and the man of steel. He's Iron Man from outer space. He got the jetpack on, y'all. How many people will get a jetpack? It'll help you climb a mountain. We have appropriately sped up. So we have appropriately sped up the handling and remains of very agile. The jet-powered backpack enables humans flight for 3 to 5 minutes at an altitude below 1,500, receiving a you better hope that thing don't shut off while you mid-flight. Thank you so much, Jeff Spilker, 12M. Lots of good content. Thank you, Bugatti. Everybody, thank Jeffrey Spilker for the coffee this morning. The coffee. Now it's powered by two jet engines on the back. I remember that part. And there's 2 engines on each arm. Now the structural weight of the device without fuel is 31 kilograms, and with fuel it's 46 kilograms. He about to take flight, y'all, and he ain't had no Red Bull. The potential applications in emergency rescue and special operations, like you got to go get somebody off a mountain real quick and bring them down. You know what I'm saying? Save a dog. Thank you so much for the membership, AJ. I'm glad you appreciate the content. We aim to develop systems enabling autonomous flights. Ooh, that's fire. Only thing I didn't like is I saw his hands kind of close to them jetpacks. Man, you're going to roast your knuckles off messing with them jetpacks on your hands. You better get some flame retardant gloves or something. They aim to develop systems that's enabling autonomous flights and controlled by the aircraft itself or by humanoid robots. They're actually making a suit, so it's not just the jetpacks and the arm. They're making a suit, and they're working on it now. See, they aim to develop into an intelligent aircraft that can function as a flying humanoid robot. And it won't require manual control. It'll run off of AI.
操控，而是用人工智能来进行操控。还有呢，我们未来有一种非常创新的飞行器可以期待。那么目前呢，我们还在研发。
They said it's currently under development and they're looking forward to it. They're gonna have people like, all right, I gotta go to work. See you guys later. Hell with the train. I'm tired of Kathy Jokel Hokel ripping me off. People gonna be up out of there, right, y'all? We got to keep on moving over to Ohio. We going over to Ohio State. Yes, it's not a good story, but I tried to bring it down. Sometimes we got to bring it back up again because this man has been sentenced and obtained 19 years. He just got sentenced, so we got to watch this for his powering at the Ohio State House. I know we all watched the beginning of this, but we never had to see the final conclusion. So here we go.
Only on 10 TV tonight, a teen who shot and killed another teen on the steps of the State House has been sentenced.
Quite frankly, I can tell by your demeanor, you guys just don't care. You don't care. You don't care if you kill, you don't care if you go to prison, you don't care what happens, you just don't care.
Sounds like the Grand Theft Auto lifestyle. Thank you so much, Arian, U1Z, for the $5 super chat. Everybody thank Arian, $5. He got 5 on it. And you see how the judge is talking, frankly, don't seem like you care. You're not even paying attention to what's going on here. They don't care.
Quite frankly, I can tell by your demeanor, you guys just don't care. You don't care. You don't care if you kill, you don't care if you go to prison, you don't care what happens, you just don't care.
Stern words from adult court judge Julie Lynch to a man who at 17 years old shot and killed a friend while riding on scooters.
I don't think that was a friend.
This is a story that 10 TV's Lacey Crisp has been following since it happened back in 2022.
She was the only one in the courtroom today and has reaction from the teen's family.
It's the only murder in the history books to happen at the State House. Now, Trayvon Robinson has been sentenced to up to 20 years in prison.
Very energetic, handsome, loved family, liked to play, liked to have fun, sports, just all around a good person.
This surveillance video from May 29th, 2022 shows a group of kids riding scooters around the State House. Well, it's hard to make out exactly what happened. Prosecutors say then 17-year-old Trayvon Robinson tried to rob 16-year-old Broderick Harper. Robinson shot and killed Harper, then took off.
Since his death, my world has completely changed. My happiness was taken from me, and I don't know how to get it back. Every day feels like a struggle. I try to be happy, but it's hard because a piece of me is gone forever.
In court, letters were read from family members about what Broderick Harper, or BJ's death, has meant to them. Robinson has been charged as an adult and pled guilty Tuesday to involuntary manslaughter with a gun specification. Prosecutors argued Robinson was a troubled teen with a lengthy criminal record that needs to be locked up.
And then you look at his record in juvenile court, just constantly in and out on charges ranging from stolen cars to guns to robbery. He is a threat to the community.
Franklin County Court of Common Pleas Judge Julie Lynch agreed.
And then we're supposed to say, well, they're only children. They're not children. You put a gun in someone's hand and you're no longer a child. You're a threat.
Robinson did not speak at the sentencing. Harper's dad said an apology wouldn't have made a difference.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. Should have never did it in the first place. So the sorry, a tear, anything like that wouldn't have mattered. So we all knew that there was not going to be no type of remorse at all.
Robinson will get credit for the more than 2 years in prison that
Whatever. He still got 17 to think about what he did and probably be out in about, let's say, about 13 and do about 4 on parole. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Terrible, tragic story. Another little brother lost his life. We want to pray for him as well as his family so that they can have strength, and I'm hoping that they can make it through this tragic time. We ask that today. Amen. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Anybody know Kiss? Anybody know any Kiss songs? How about Ace Frehley? Because guess what? They got his cause of death right here. They're letting you guys know what happened to Ace Frehley. His cause of death has been promoted. Been announced.
Time now for your morning headlines. A deal to end the government shutdown that passed the Senate is now heading to the House. Now that package funds the government through the end of January. It contains 3 long-term spending bills. It also reverses shutdown-related layoffs and guarantees back pay to all federal workers. The House is expected to take up the Senate's bill to reopen the government as soon as tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court rejects a bid by a former Kentucky county clerk to overturn the constitutional right to same-sex marriage. Kim Davis, the former clerk, was sued in 2015 for refusing to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples because of her religious beliefs.
Okay, we get more than one story.
And the cause of death for KISS founding member Ace has been released. The medical examiner says the 47-year-old died from blunt trauma to the head after a fall, and his death is being ruled as accidental.
That's pretty crazy right there, because it's like the cause of his expiration was his loss of life, his ending, is that he had blunt force trauma. That means that he fell and probably hit his head, shower or something like that, you guys. Thanks for all that you do. I sent the Cash App too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Tammy K. Really appreciate you for the $2. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell up there if you want to be friendly, and look out for your boy, because I definitely could use it. Let's get the rest of this story.
He had fall weeks earlier, which he called minor, and the cause of death for KISS founding member Ace has been released. The medical examiner says the 47-year-old died from blunt trauma to the head after a fall, and his death is being ruled as accidental. He had fall weeks earlier, which he called minor, but he did cancel a performance. In early October, he canceled the rest of his tour due to ongoing medical issues. He founded the band in 1973 and left 9 years later. Wendy says,
my boy actually really likes KISS and he likes their music. So when I announced that and I told him about it, he was like, I know Ace. We used to da-da-da-da-da-da. And I didn't know who he was. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you grew up in the time when KISS was around, you knew them, if it wasn't for anything, for that makeup on their face and for Gene Simmons, you know what he did, right? So yes, we want to pray and we want to give a lot of respect as well as love for the family as well as fans of Ace Frehley, for his life and his legacy and everything that he did here and in family as well. Amen, you guys. It was basically, they said that he fell one time, and I guess he probably didn't get diagnosed with it or whatever the case may be. And depending on your age, slip and falls can take you out, especially if you get hit in the head. If you fall and hit your head on something like the sink or the tub or whatever, that's why they put grip mats and things like that inside of tubs, so that you have a little bit more traction so you don't slip. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up, because we got some information now. We're going to get into this Charlie Kirk Power, Tyler Robinson. He's been spotted weeks earlier before I can't say that word, but he was kissing a trans man person thing. And I'm not the one that's making this up. This is somebody that actually was around and saw it. And I'm going to just go out on a limb here and say it seems like he may be of the same interest when it comes down to preference of, male or female. Let's keep it going, y'all.
Were they holding hands?
Yeah, they were. So, yeah, they drove off in his car, the Dodge Challenger.
The time you saw them or this week?
It was about the time I saw them, so.
How long ago was that?
I would say about 2 weeks ago.
And so they look like they were a couple?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was dressed all in black?
Yeah.
So he's basically saying that Tyler Robinson was dressed all in black with his trans boyfriend, and he saw them kissing, hugging, holding hands, and he's describing the trans boyfriend. Let's keep on going.
Definitely.
And you thought he was weird?
Yeah, I definitely, yeah.
What was weird about him?
Just the way he walked and just the way I've seen him. I've never seen really anybody dressed all in black with a mask on, and I thought that was just quite weird.
For those who've never seen the roommate, describe that person for us.
He did have freckles on his face. For the haircut, it was a weird haircut. It was kind of a mushroom.
So they're describing the boyfriend, the Trillsnans, as white with a mushroom. Hold on, you love how I don't hold no punches? Yeah, I always say trans man. I call it what it is. They gonna mess around and get me up out of here. But I'm the last of the Mohicans when they come down to talking real. I don't like being fake, and if people can't handle it, they can go ahead and kick a rock for a block. Tell you guys, when you hang out with me, you can actually say a curse in your sentence. How about that? You can say, yo, Bugatti, that son of a blah, 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 blah. I'll be like, oh, for real, ma? And that's just regular talking for us. A lot of people, oh my God, why did you say uck? Get the hell out of here. Straight up and down. He's of the same clan, the broken-wristed clan. I call them, the wrist is so broken that you can't, you need a board and some duct tape to keep it up. You know what I'm saying? You got to put a board up under there, put the duct tape right there, and that's the only way that hand is going to stay up. Because he down with the broken wristed click right there, boy.
Chipped one. Yeah, he was, I would say, he didn't come out much, but definitely a few other, like, just a little bit at a time.
There's some published reports out there that this individual, the roommate, may have been.
Why are the flies all over you like they got you in somewhere in Somalia or something, bro? What's going on with you? You put pickle juice on yourself before you came outside? He got so many flies around here. I'm waiting for somebody to step in and say, in the arms of the angel, fly away. This fool got so many flies around him, and he got here. You know how they be trying to do interviews and stuff with the flies all around him? Oh my God. Look, fly right there.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought it was the mouse. It's an actual flies flying on this fool.
Okay, so he was going to have an operation to be to turn into a woman.
Yeah, and I think he's getting ready for that.
And what way do you think that?
I remember them talking about a doctor's appointment. It was about 2 weeks ago, I would say.
And they were kissing?
Yeah.
Do you know, where did you...
And they were kissing, huh? Kissing you is all that they've been waiting for. And I know one thing. You need to go wash your behind, buddy, because ain't nowhere in the world no flies are supposed to be flying around nobody. How about this? Can you take me somewhere else to interview? It seems like there's a lot of flies around here. I mean, what the hell? What are you, Pigpen? He got a dust cloud following him wherever he go. I don't know if we can trust your information, funk bot. Let's keep on going.
Kissing?
Just coming out. I was riding with my bike, so I didn't see the whole thing, but yeah, I saw them.
And when did you hear them talking about a doctor's appointment?
I would say about the same time that they came out.
And you notice how the other reporter ain't no flies on him the whole time. He just been there interviewing. He got all the flies on him. Pigpen.
So that one time, yeah.
Where were you standing for that?
I was just riding by here.
Okay.
So.
And you were able to hear snippets of their conversation?
Yeah.
But you were sure that they were a couple, but you have only seen them together once?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, random guys don't hold hands. Definitely.
He said random guys don't hold hands. I'm sure you done held some hands with somebody, probably not outside in public, but the way you talking, you probably held some hands with somebody in the crib or held something else that nobody else gonna hold on to. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen. That was some funny shit right there. Nigga, you crazy. How do you crack yourself up? Yo, what's wrong with you? Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen and get those likes up. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we on. How the hell did you just make yourself laugh like that? What's going on here? All right, y'all, it's not funny. The story that I'm about to tell you is not funny. We got to get serious here. All right, put your face in. When I used to do this and laugh so much, I used to be like, all right, you got to get serious, right? And I used to go like this. All right, stop laughing. Fix your mouth. Stop laughing. I'm trying to hold my lips in and be like, all right, stop laughing now. All right, keep on, let's go. Okay, because be careful with your children, parents especially around West High School. We got this coach that like to get around and, yeah, if I was the parents of any one of these girls or boys, they got messed around with this guy, straight up fisticuffs. And I ain't even going, you know what? Yeah, we're going to have to say wood chipper on this one. Yep, wood chipper. This is a wood chipper situation right here where we got this West High School coach accused of dealing with students that were in school as well as after they graduated. Check this fool out right here. Let's go.
Today, a former West High School teacher and coach set to appear in court. Chad Brooks faces sexual battery and statutory rape charges. Knox County Schools says Brooks was placed on administrative leave in early April before they decided not to renew his contract for the 2025-26 school year. At the same time, Knoxville police say they were made aware of allegations that Brooks engaged in inappropriate behavior with past and current students. Around the same time of Brooks' arrest, officers in Sevier County arrested former West High School assistant football coach Richard Shaver. He faces sexual battery charges. He resigned from his position before that arrest.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. Stories like that need to be told very loud on big platforms so that more people can decide what they want to do to him. Yeah, if he out, oh man, people in the streets, Yeah, I need to figure out who he is and get at him. For real. Oh my God, I'm still laughing over here. That story was crazy right there. I want to pray for those children that's been affected, because even though they didn't lose their lives, they've been affected. And we want to hope that they can get through this tragic nonsense that this man has put them through. Excuse me, Lord, for saying it that way. Amen. We got to get on over to Miami Gardens, where this video shows Pow Pow victim begging for help before the responders arrive. Let me tell you something. This one old lady, she said, look here, I understand you might be in problems, but I'm talking about she handled this like the purge. You guys are going to understand what I'm talking about. They ran over the house talking about, they pow-powed me. I think I'm hit. Can you open the door? Let us in. Watch this. I feel sorry for the kid that got pow-powed, but I understand why this older lady, why she handled things the way that she did. Check this out, you guys.
After a shooting in Miami Gardens, it shows the victim and his brother begging for help after shots were fired.
Local 10's Byron Tollefson is live in Miami Gardens tonight as police search for the shooter. Byron.
A neighbor found herself right in the middle of the situation when the man who was shot came right to her front door. Ring camera video obtained by Local 10 shows a gunshot victim and another young man banging on a Miami Gardens woman's door, begging for help.
Can you call the police? I'm shot. I'm shot. Can you call the police?
The victim pressing a red towel over the wound to try and stop the bleeding.
Can I come in? Please.
Now watch this old lady. After the fact. ATF. We don't use it as alcohol, tobacco, and firearms over here. We changed the definition to after the fact. Granny said,
Eventually, the two men walk away back toward the street.
Every time you look around, somebody getting shot, somebody getting killed. And it's so depressing. It's really depressing.
Inez Harris says they were knocking on her door.
I wasn't going to let them in because
Inez said, I ain't letting you up in here. Shit, hell no.
There's so much things going on now.
But she did call the police to try and get them help. Miami Gardens police say the man had been shot in the chest just before 1:30 Tuesday afternoon. Sky 10 hovering above the scene on Northwest 24th Court.
So now the way that she say that she did help them was by calling the police. She didn't let them in the house, but she called the police. She assumed that they could be acting out there, going for, and the Academy Award for acting like I just got pow-powed to get into this old lady house is. You get it? So it's a little hard to really determine for her. And I get the people in the chat that say, why didn't you let them in? Why didn't you help them? Just trying to give you guys an idea why she possibly didn't. Thank you guys, Tam, $2 for the super chat. Appreciate it so much. Everybody, go ahead. You ain't give me $2. That's right. Say thank you to Tammy for the $2. Whoever ain't give me no tip. No, stop, y'all. I'm just playing with you. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. But my understanding of why she possibly did that was they could have been acting and lying. But I understand what you guys are saying as well. Let's keep on going on it.
The man was airlifted to Jackson Memorial Hospital's Ryder Trauma Center. Witnesses say that they saw multiple people leaving the scene in a vehicle. Harris says she didn't hear any gunshots.
My sister was in the back looking at TV. All I heard was the bam bam on my door.
She says that these shootings happen all the time. She hopes that somehow, some way, things change.
So basically, she said, I didn't hear the shots. I ain't hear none of that. And honestly, that probably would have really made her not come to the door. You hear pow, pow, and then you hear bang, bang at your door. Yeah, you're going to probably be a little cautious. And she said it happens a lot.
Here in New York.
So I want you guys to see what's going on in New York and what's going on with blue states, right, and in blue cities after the federal enforcement blitz.
8:30 in Chicago, where an illegal immigrant now in custody for allegedly firing shots at Border Patrol agents over the weekend. The feds say he's an illegal alien out of Mexico with a long criminal history. Mike Tobin's got more on that. This time yesterday, we had no idea where this guy was. Mike, good morning to you.
In a follow-up story, they got the guy that pow-powed at the ICE agents in Chicago.
Changed.
And they say they got another headline in the Chicago Tribune this morning, Bill, is that Border Patrol is soon going to be leaving Chicago. I spoke with Chief Bovino this morning. He walked back that headline a bit, saying the fact that he may leave Chicago soon is possible and likely, but final plans are not concrete. And the very fact that future operations showed up in the headline of a newspaper could change things. And it does not mean that the enhanced immigration enforcement named Operation Midway Blitz is over. Border Patrol will maintain a presence in Chicago for a long time, he says, and ICE is a separate entity under the Department of Homeland Security. ICE has a permanent presence in Chicago, and according to DHS, is not changing posture. What has changed, according to Border Patrol, is the environment in which they work. Border Patrol and DHS blame the rhetoric coming from Illinois leaders, calling them everything from barbarians to Nazis for the fact that they're regularly mobbed, civilian cars chased them down and rammed their vehicles, and on Saturday, they took gunfire.
Vehicle rammings, physical assaults, now gunshots, bricks being thrown from roofs, and that type of thing. That's got to stop. That violent rhetoric, that word liar, that word barbarian, and that word Nazi.
I don't understand that part though, because you're talking about peaceful protests, man. How you gonna be throwing bricks at them? Not only that, but they be using fireworks, Roman candles, and M80s and stuff like that. You throwing a pow pow at me, I should be able to pow pow you. You got to keep on moving forward, you guys. This story don't go nowhere. Probably the most important story that we playing all day. Very serious story, especially if you buy furniture, especially if you buy furniture from Raymore and Flanagan. We got this investigation into this family that says dangerous chemicals were found in their furniture. Oh man, I'm telling you, like, oh, I'm out of here. I got something else to do. Y'all might want to see this one right here. Don't go nowhere. Check it out.
Furniture could be making you sick, especially if you just recently purchased it. That's according to environmental experts. A Delaware County family learned about the potential dangers lurking in your home after they purchased a child's headboard.
Now I'm talking about, shellac, any sort of thing that you could probably put on wood or whatever like that, glue and things like that. Once you bring it into the house, it doesn't smell like when it was in the factory and it probably just came off the assembly line. So all of that stuff is still lingering in the air. Check this out. Check it out.
They turned to investigative reporter Chad Pradelli for help.
It's called off-gassing, and the chemical in question is formaldehyde. It's in all sorts of products, but we've learned the Environmental Protection Agency is now working on new rules to protect workers and consumers from risks. It's playtime for 7-year-old Jackson. But instead of his bedroom, he's stuck in the kitchen.
We had to get everything out of his room.
Surrounded by stacks and racks of his clothes.
This kid is the king of stuffies.
His large collection of stuffed animals are now in trash bags in the garage.
Hasn't been sleeping in his room since June 22nd. And he's really upset. He cries every night.
That's because his grandmother bought this padded headboard for his room. But when the delivery guys unwrapped it,
it's horrifying.
She says they unwrapped a 4-month ordeal.
What is this smell, Sebastian?
Beth Santilli called the store from which she bought the headboard Raymore and Flanagan.
She said, no returns, no exchanges, just open windows, air it out. This is very normal. New furniture can smell bad.
Santilli says days went by and the room still reeked. After pressing Raymore and Flanagan, the company agreed to replace the headboard. But the stench remained.
It was like death. That's what it smelled like. It was awful.
She says her husband shampooed the carpet twice, set up a $1,200 air purifier, lit candles, nothing worked. The family says in July they told Raymore and Flanagan they were worried about the health impact and Jackson's heart condition.
We're scared. We're scared.
The company replaced the headboard with this new bed frame and referred the issue to their legal department, which ordered environmental testing through a third party. Weeks went by without results from Raymore and Flanagan's insurance representative. So the Santillis directly called the tester who sent the report and told them
there are formaldehyde gases, it's called off-gassing, and other chemicals in this room. Don't go in the room. It's unhealthy.
Formaldehyde is an irritant, an allergen, a neurotoxin, and a known carcinogen. So it's
Professor Nick Shapiro is an environmental researcher at UCLA. He says formaldehyde is a binding agent used in all sorts of furniture and engineered wood, among other products. He says formaldehyde is common in homes and people are routinely exposed. This year, though, the Environmental Protection Agency determined the chemical presents an unreasonable risk of injury to human health and is now evaluating the risk in products.
They found that a level more than 3 times lower than what that boy is breathing can cause increases in asthma, allergies, and other pulmonary impacts.
Raymore and Flanagan released a statement that reads in part, "The products we sell have been thoroughly vetted by our merchandising and compliance teams to ensure they meet or exceed all applicable laws and standards."
Merchandising team. All that is people that get it together and figure out how they're gonna dress it up. The other people, the people that approve it, all y'all do is making sure that the assembly is okay. Y'all not checking to see if it's going to be giving off any fumes. Y'all don't have any gauges going around these products testing anything like that. Why? Because you can't. If you're doing it in the furniture assembly place, it's nothing but that sort of stuff in the air. How do I know? Because I worked there before. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
In this case, after learning of the customer's concerns, we immediately worked with the customer to find a resolution. And the company's insurance carrier has now reimbursed the family more than $15,000 for lost belongings and cleanup. Environmental experts say to prevent off-gassing, look for furniture made of solid wood or certified formaldehyde-free composite wood and finished with natural low VOC or zero VOC products. I'm investigator.
All right, y'all. See, y'all wonder what I'm talking about when I say I want more people to see about certain stories. Yeah, we do the Maxwell, we do the Epstein stuff, we do fun stuff, but a lot of times I sneak some fat in there so you guys can get some fat on your brain and learn something. Let me learn you something. Double tap the screen. Please get the likes up. I'd appreciate it. And give me all the money in your pockets. Nah, don't do that. But we would appreciate to get the likes up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell when you're on and to see what we're on. And let's get it going, y'all. We got to get on over to the Coast Guard because we got some terrifying moments that the Coast Guard, what's that? Woo! Oh, man, they got at this submarine. And then they got this other speedboat. I want you guys to see what our Coast Guard is doing while they're actually out there protecting us on the waters. Let's go to the Caribbean. He's going to get louder and louder and angrier. He's telling them to open up that hull, open up the top of this submarine. This dude is yelling at a submarine. You talking about our Coast Guard ain't hard out here? What? You yelling at a submarine? Like, that's like yelling, yelling at a tank. Like, come on.
It's gonna be hard to get on.
He said it's gonna get hard. It's gonna be hard to get on, but watch they gonna get on this sucker.
I'm not too far to go.
They on it. Dude, they literally on a submarine on water. Like, they could just go down in the water right now and sink and just keep on get them off, like shake them off. I'm talking about the Coast Guard. They got some big ones, boy. Some big. He literally jumped on top of it like it was a horse, starts banging on top of the damn thing. Oh, oh, yo, I'm not messing with homeboy. He come up in the bar later, drinks on me, bro. Yeah, drinks on me, y'all. How y'all do? Y'all know this is my best friend right here, right? Yo, what's your name again? Oh, yeah, John. That's my friend right there. This is my friend right here. These two here, they might as well be on land. The way they come to the front of this boat, they acting like they on land. They acting like they ain't even around no water. These two here, watch this. Props to the Coast Guard. Look. Now notice how these narco boats are set up. As you guys can see, they got 3 motors on the back. That's for speed. Also, if you notice the shape of that narco boat, it's like a razor so that they can shoot through the water as fast as possible. Not only that, but the covering of that ship, that boat up there, it's all the way in the back so that anything around it can't really be seen. It's just all the time skipping straight through water. It's supposed to be like a knife through water. And that's why you see the little hull in the back where people are actually in there. There's people inside there if you guys look, right there. All I'm trying to say is the Coast Guard rock like they on land. They don't even act like the water exists the way that they be getting down. They got all of these things around their boats where it floats extra, like with these big pads around them and stuff. Oh, yes, sir. Is that John up there? Man, that's John knocking on the damn hole. Y'all better open that damn thing up. Let's keep on going because the roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let that motherfucker burn. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. That's what they was doing at Jeff Bezos' house. They was getting it in. They was shaking the whole house. You know, Jeff Bezos got some money, so he don't care. His house is like a complex. And guess who came up there? We hear you guys are having a house party. And guess what? They said that Kris Jenner was having a party at Jeff Bezos' house, and they had so much fun, and it was going so crazy that the police was called. Breaking news.
Police were summoned to Jeff Bezos' residence due to Kris Jenner's birthday celebration. Kris Jenner's 70th birthday bash was so extravagant that it prompted neighbors to contact law enforcement. Reports indicate that police were dispatched to Jeff Bezos' mansion following numerous noise complaints stemming from her celebrity-filled party. Sources present at the event revealed that law enforcement arrived at Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's $165 million estate in Beverly Hills on Saturday night after local residents reported loud music and disturbances resonating through the hills. It is said that police engaged with security personnel and issued a warning. According to our informants, the noise levels were exceptionally high due to a live performance by Bruno Mars, which sent the crowd into a frenzy. Officers returned later upon discovering that large artificial hedges were obstructing the street outside the property.
That's right, because they didn't want nobody to get up in there and try to do nothing funky. That's what that security was about. He was up in there like, don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. They're like, yo, Jeff Bezos got Bruno Mars in his living room right now. You know you got some money if you got Bruno Mars performing in your living room. Lord have mercy. The roof was on fire up in there, y'all. They turned up in that spot. They must have had a real good time. Only thing I'm mad about is, shit, because I wasn't invited. That's the only thing I'm mad about. You see, the police couldn't even do nothing. Oh, we're going to let you guys get off with a warning. This is Jeff Bezos over here. Do you want your packages tomorrow? You want your Amazon stuff? What's your name again? Yeah, okay. You won't get no packages messing with him. Amazon, what happened to my subscription? My Prime is done. Yeah, you can mess with Jeff Bezos. A whole lot of other stuff gonna happen. You ain't getting no packages. You thought you had a Prime deal? Over. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, over to the Philippines. We're gonna go over to Typhoon Wang as it batters the Philippines. 4 lost their lives and 1.4 million people were evacuated. This one fat guy got leveled trying to take selfies. Oh my God. He over there like this trying to take a selfie. He ducks one wave and then the other one came and took him off his feet. Oh my God. Look like a bowl of jelly hitting the ground. Oh, I'm talking about this fool here. This was kind of funny. Not the part that people lost their lives, but this one fool here trying to take pictures in a typhoon. Oh my God. Come on, y'all. Let's watch this. That's the first splash. He trying to take pictures. He don't get it. Now watch. Look. Boom! Round his bad fat ass. Get your behind up. Yeah, hit that femur bone back there. You see, he hit that bone in the butt right there. Boom! And all that weight went down. You saw that? Look at the waves though inside there. I just be praying. When I see that coming, Lord, please. Oh, man. You see those waters out there? They're talking about a typhoon. He fell right on his fat ass. Y'all saw that? He trying to do selfies. He trying to go live while it's a typhoon. Y'all saw that, right? that wave took his fat ass, took his fat behind right down to the ground. He tried to get away from it, caught him on the left leg. Boom! Right on that ass bone. Let me get it. See, he got up and was limping a little bit, right? That's when it gets you there. That's one of those all the way down to the bone where it's going to take you like a whole minute for the pain to stop going away. He caught it, y'all. Let's keep on going forward. Okay, this is not a funny one. We got another train in Florida, South Florida to be exact. Surveillance footage captures the moments this train collides with a car. We showed you guys this yesterday because it's been going on a lot. I'm trying to prevent people from what? Being stupid. No, man, when the train is coming and you hear that ding, 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 that means you wait in the back. Don't be on no Dukes of Hazzard stuff thinking that you're going to be able to hit the jump or Knight Rider. You ain't going to be able to do none of that. And it's not even funny. But check this out, guys. The moment of impact. Surveillance footage captures a moment on a bright line train collision in South Florida. And it's all preventable. What do you think that you're doing? You should be more scared of if the train is coming than it being there. Come on, y'all, let's go. It's gonna be coming from the right-hand side. It looks like a small BMW, and it ain't gonna be nice. Now he tried to hit the horn. I don't know if you guys heard that. It said boom. Then first it was and then boom. Yeah, man, you not beating no train. You ain't Superman and your car is not either. I hope that person didn't lose their life because they ain't saying nothing about what happened. But yeah, once you guys see that, stay on. I know I used to be there like this. Damn, how long is this train? How long is this train? Train. Just handle it, you guys, because it's better than dealing with what he got to deal with. Check this out. I don't know where they get this Timu helicopter from, but they should have known it was a bad situation when they was putting it together in a garage. Because this Timu 226 helicopter that crashed in Pakistan, this is a poor excuse for a helicopter. I don't know. You must have had cojones of steel to get inside of a helicopter that even looked like this. Are you serious? The whole back is flopping around.
Everyone. So yesterday was reported that a Russian Kar-226 helicopter crashed in Dagestan. The helicopter was carrying employees from Russia's defense aviation facility at the Kyzylar electromechanical plant, which makes components for the Russian armed forces. This led to the loss of 4 of the 7 crew. We now have a video showing the incident itself, so you can see the helicopter comes in very heavily, whacking its tail on the ground as it does so, which then partially detaches and is hanging on by a thread. Now I know Russian manufacturing is usually pretty poor, but whoever designed that one cable that's clinging onto the tail did a blinding job, as it's definitely pulling its weight here. Nearly tailless Nick, meanwhile, does make a fairly decent emergency landing in the water. At that point, the crew could have evacuated and just got a little bit wet, but for whatever reason, the pilot decides to take off again and have a fly around. The cameraman does the worst job in the world here and loses track of a massive helicopter. Maybe the cameraman's a Panzer Sam system. It does manage to film a passing bird though, so it could be Bill Bailey on the lens here. But
oh my God, I don't even know where to start and where to begin. Whoever made that helicopter and whoever's flying it, y'all need y'all ass whooped. We're going to keep on moving forward. That must have been made by Timu. You know how when you try to order something, all of a sudden the things start turning around? Next thing y'all gonna see that same helicopter up there, Timu helicopter. Keep on moving forward, you guys. We gotta get on over here What we got over here? Oh yeah, President Trump basically makes a big offer to traffic controllers because of what's going on right now. What you guys think that the big announcement is? I'm going to tell you, he's trying to get him some more dough.
Controllers who stayed on the job during the shutdown while scolding those who were absent. Watch.
I was not happy when I saw all these people. Oh, we have to look. Life is not so easy for anybody. Our country's never done better. We should not have had people leaving their jobs. And what I basically did is say the ones that stayed, of which there were a lot of them, I'm sending them a $10,000 bonus.
Where's that money coming from?
I don't know. I'll get it from someplace. I want to reward the people that showed up without a lot of nonsense, without a lot of talk.
Wow.
Fox Business host Charles Casoni here with
He talking about giving those people $10,000 for being there through the times. That's a nice offer right there. I hope they get their money because I'm still waiting for the 5 you were supposed to be giving us, prayers, and now you're talking about you giving us 2. So what happened? You took the 3 off the 5 that you was gonna give us before? Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Because I need that 5. You said you had 5 on it. Remember? I got 5 on it. After Doge, Elon said he got 5,000 from us. We ain't never get none of that bread. And now it's 2. Where that other 3 at, prayers? Holler at your boy, man. Trying to holler at you, man. What's going on with that bread? Let's keep on moving forward right now. Because I got to take you guys over here to quite possibly the funniest clip that I ever played since I've been doing this. I'm talking about, it could be looked at as graphic. But when you guys understand what happened here, you're going to get it. This lady tried to come inside of an Indian gold shop, and she wanted to try to rob the shop. She was trying to use chili peppers to do it. She wanted to blow the chili peppers in the man's eyes. She missed, and he went to boom, boom, get slapped silly, boom, boom. I'm talking about not the Harlem Shake, but did she get smacked backwards and forwards? I counted at least 12 slaps, and they was with full force, like Lisa and Cult Jam and them, full force slaps. Check out this lady right here. I'm gonna break it down for you. Here she go right here. That's her. What she's trying to do is mess his eyes up so she can steal some stuff. She got some chili powder in her hand. I'm gonna let the video play the rest.
A woman disguised as a customer entered a gold shop in the afternoon with the intention of robbing it. Then she threw chili powder at the gold shop. However, the woman's plan was foiled when the shopkeeper quickly put up resistance. Immediately, she started slapping the woman continuously in the shop. Such a video has been circulating on social media. According to NDTV,
I'm talking about slap silly. He caught it at least 12 times. And you can't say nothing to him because you tried to put that pepper in his face.
Shop in the afternoon with the intention of robbing it. Then she threw chili powder at the gold shop. However, the woman's plan was foiled when the shopkeeper quickly put up resistance. Immediately, she started slapping the woman continuously in the shop. Such a video has been circulating on social media. According to
Then he dragged her outside. She probably got her hand chopped off because you know they don't play that in India. She came back like this. I got they took my hand and I tried to throw some chili powder on somebody's face. What's all them knots on your head? Oh, that is from the slaps. I got slapped maybe 15 times. 15 slapped in my head. Oh man, he was like, and I'm talking about full force. Wakata, 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 wak. He was hitting until he got tired. That's one of those that I was talking about earlier. That was one of those slaps right there, yo. That was the wakata. Not just the whoosh, no, that was the wakata, wakata, wakata. Oh my God, that's how my mother used to give it up, boy. You ain't trying to get hit from Diane. She'll tear you down, boy. Let's go. And we got this other thunter. He decided he wanted to punch the cop. And then he found out that the cop was a canine cop. So the cop said, you know what? You got that punch. I got something for you in the back of this car, though. And he went and opened that door, and woo! When that dog came out from the back of that car and punched and defended his buddy, all I'm going to say is it was pretty funny to me. Let's open up the screen, and here we go.
Get that nigga. Oh, shit. What the oh, nigga.
It started as a normal call for trespassing in Newburgh, New York.
Officer Roman Scudroni arrived to find 31-year-old Tony Mann pacing in a driveway, waving his arms and acting erratically. Moments earlier, Mann had threatened a resident with a knife. As Officer Scudroni tried to calm him down, things suddenly escalated. Without warning, Mann punched the officer right in the face. But what the suspect didn't realize, the officer wasn't alone. In the back of his patrol SUV was K9 Lee, a highly trained police dog. The moment the officer opened the door, Lee launched into action. Within seconds, the K9 grabbed Mann's arm and took him straight to the ground. The man struggled, but Lee held firm while Officer Scudroni regained control. Soon, backup officers arrived and helped get Mann into handcuffs. He was taken to the hospital for intoxication and minor dog bite injuries. Police later recovered the knife used to threaten residents. Mann was charged with assault.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie though. One thing I can't front on, he did punch that police officer though. He was like this, out of nowhere. Boop! It reminded me of a comedy. He said like this. Boop! That cop was like, yo, what the fucking punch me? All right, I got something for your ass. Man, when that dog came from the back, I know he was like this. Ah! That dog grabbed his arm. That pain. Ooh, Lord. Oh, man. Don't bring a fist to a dog fight. That's what they tell you right there. Don't be bringing no fisticuffs to no dog fight. We got to keep on moving forward. I told you we was locked and loaded today. Y'all thought I was playing. Fang was on deck. That was his name, Fang. His name was Fang, and he was there to go to work. It's not a game. Let's get over to the tiniest baby deer who asked the woman to rescue him. Come on, y'all. You know we love the animals over here. We done showed you the dog go to work, so why we can't show you the tiny deer that asked the lady to save him?
Where's your mom? Where's your mommy? Hey. Oh. Hang on. Oh, I'm not your mom.
Just so you guys know, deer, they leave their babies for hours at a time sometimes so that they can go hunt and then they come back. This baby deer was left for an extremely long amount of time, so this lady decided to take the deer in. Let's go, y'all.
Oh, you're hungry.
He's trying to lick her by her legs because that's what he normally does when his mother walks up.
Where's your mom? Oh no.
And he can't even stand up. Still like he's 1 day old.
Oh my God.
Like literally newborn.
You can't even stand up.
I do remember that moms leave their babies all day when they're little. So I'm just gonna go around the bend and see if he's there. I couldn't hear him or see him. I probably spent 20 minutes in that area. And so I'm like, okay, well, I hope mom has him. I go back home and I don't know, hanging out and doing laundry and stuff and go to bed and I can't stop thinking about him.
So she went out there that night.
Okay. We couldn't handle it. We came back and found him. Okay. Now I need some help on what to do.
So Dodge rock.
So he was sleeping on a rock, still waiting for his mother.
Yeah, I'm home sleeping like a little baby.
He was sleeping.
Yeah.
I was a wildlife rehabber for 15 years. Those floppy ears says the baby has been alone for a while and needs help. That is the same thing that they said when she contacted Animal Rescue. You know your stuff.
God, be careful.
So they're giving it milk out of a
Tornado
glove.
Scout.
So we called wildlife. We hadn't heard back. Good morning. Hang on. Good morning. Oh, you made it. Hang on. Okay.
One rescue got back with me, so we took him there. They had had said he was only a couple days old. He probably hadn't seen his mom in over 24 hours. Almost didn't make it a couple times. But now he's doing great. And they raised them till October when they can go out on their own. It's beautiful where they live. He's definitely a special deer.
All you need is love, y'all. All you need is love. You see that? Don't y'all like to see stories like that when they happen? And if y'all trying to make some money, hit that link in the description and you guys will make some money off of $600 worth of surveys. You'll make some money and I'll make some money too. Also, if you're trying to promote your business, you might be a traveling salesman, a lawn doctor. I don't know what you do, Pilates. Maybe you do massages. I don't know, house painting, whatever you want to do. If you promote it, we want to help you guys promote it. Send over your promo to us in a 1080 by 1080 size frame and we'll put it up in the post notification area so that your business can be seen as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you're already a member. Either one will fit. That's it, you guys. And guess what? Today, we only got 3 more days left to the Show Your Talent Search. That's right, you guys. The Show Your Talent Search. That's the talent search where we give one person in each borough, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. You come to the location, we tell you, you show us your talent, and boom, you can make up to $250. That's right, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. We're doing the Show Your Talent search. And it's not just singing. It's not just dancing, because talent is endless. If you know how to do a backflip, you might know how to do a wheelie. You might know how to play the guitar. I don't know what you do, but we want to see your talent in Staten Island at Time to Wine over at the Pergamon Shopping Mall in Staten Island. We're going to be there this Saturday. Myself and my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. That's right. We're going to be there in Staten Island representing for Big Drip Hard Punch. That's right. 14% alcohol by volume. With the Show Your Talent search, I'm going to be the host. And like I said, my DJ Don Dada, we've been promoting this all month, and we're going to be at Time to Wine in Staten Island, Pergamon Shopping Mall. Don't miss it. From 1 to 4 p.m. The promo is in the link in the description. It's in every single time in header. You guys are seeing it, and you're going to see it all the time because that's what we do over here. So if you're trying to make some money, like I said, in Staten Island, the winner's going to receive $250. After we get everybody together in every borough, that's 5 boroughs, we bring them all together to one central location, where the last person will make $1,000 on top of the $250 that they've already made. Don't try to be slick and say it's 5 of us. Guess what? Y'all gonna be splitting $250 or splitting $1,000 because there's only one winner and groups are considered one. That's right. When we gonna be in $5,000 or 250 times 5. Don't even try that on us. Yeah, just one winner and one prize. You guys, let's get those prayers going for all these people in the building this morning. Who we got up in here? Apple Tree. We got Neo, we praying for to have a fantastic day and stay safe. Jess Norris. Also, we got Kim Wanda. We also got Mark Dorfman. Who else we got up in the building that we praying for? Rick Lamons. We want to pray for Batty Lynn, Mark Dorfman, Neo, 982. Who else we got? Rick, I already said that already. Sky, that's right, Sky. You already know how we do. Rebecca Lon Yin Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Also, Liberty and Justice, Casey, VIP Auction Group, Sam Champion, every single person that's here today. Want you guys to have a fantastic, safe day. Get out there and drink some water and take care of yourself. Amen. And with that being said, you guys, don't listen to nobody trying to stop you from your dreams. Don't let nobody try to stop you from what you're trying to do. Stay focused. Let them get your bags and meet you at the airport. Y'all know how we do this. We do this every single day. See you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock. But you know we don't go out like that. How we go out? We go out like this. Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me today on Our Bottom Line, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, get 'em! Peace. One. Hope y'all like the show. Peace.